Probably not. We have to discard. We have to throw things away, cleanse the doors of our perception and work out what is worth looking at, what is worth remembering, what are the images that matter, what will we retain. An artist who knows the contemporary world, but also seems to know what to filter out of it, an artist who has been radical by turning away from the chaos to pursue the beautiful, is David Hockney. Fashionable and glamorous in the 70s and 80s, Hockney was, in a sense, but only in a sense, England's answer to Andy Warhol. With sun, sex and swimming pools, it was clear from the start that Hockney would have made a contemporary illustrator of genius. But he was much more than that. With his wiry line that defined shape while subliminally conveying its depth and weight, with his unfailing instinct for placement, he knew just where the metallic fronds of a palm should pop up in paint, and just how effective the restrained simplicity of a blue pool, a pink building, a blue sky, and a splash of water could evoke an endless summer afternoon. A bigger splash remains the quintessential Los Angeles painting. The splash itself, in its strands, hatchings and squiggles of white, is a masterpiece of stylization. It shows how even beauty can be radical. Then Hockney turned to photography. Distrusting the single image stare of the camera lens, he took to fragmenting each scene or motif by taking hundreds of images of it and then constructing a semi-cubist patchwork out of these shifting, overlapping views. It was an attempt to put time back into photography, the darting look of the painter's eye. In the end, I'm not sure that this was the best part of his work. In any case, now he's turned 180 degrees and he's come out the other side, returning to drawing and painting and creating some of the simplest and most restrained images of his career. You can see how far he's travelled back by looking at images of his mother in paint, in photography, and then in simple brush and wash. Today he's working in watercolours, painting directly without prior underdrawing, with as few brushstrokes as possible. Elegance, simplicity, restraint. Whether it be summer rain or the garden outside his studio or a sketchbook of recent work in southern Spain. Let's have a look at some of these landscapes you've been working on. This is the sketchbook, one of the sketchbooks you start from, is it?
I went to Andalusia.
Oh, there we are. We're in Cordoba.
Cordoba.
Yeah, that's the great mosque in Cordoba.
Yeah.
Looks like an orchard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Palm grove, fabulous
Yes.
palm grove. I thought it was
Yes.
incredibly beautiful. Courtyard in Seville.
Right.
Beginning to see the patterns
Yes.
that happened. This is then at the Alhambra. This is the Charles V's palace.
Oh, right, yes.
The,
Are you moving directly with the brush, or do you use any... I don't see any pencil underdrawing,
No,
for
just
instance.
brush.
No, just brush.
No
okay.
pencil, yeah. I just used a brush. I just
Yes.
had a big brush. The first thing I draw are these lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that what you'd see
Is your scaffold.
early on are just grey lines. You're simplifying, you're making, how do I make the space? But I deliberately, as I said, just took a big brush, 4 colours, and you start seeing. I didn't want to look through a camera. I looked through cameras for a long time.
You did, yeah.
Yes, I did. And in the end, you're more aware of what's at the edges, what's not there. It's forced to be a certain kind of picture. I mean, that's Cordoba. I thought it was unphotographable, actually, in a way.
Well, you're pretty much right. I know I've tried to photograph that in my amateurish way, and it just comes out looking like a mess.
Yeah. Also, when you're there, you notice the marvellous patterns that photography doesn't quite show you the way you see them. Your eye sees the way different surfaces have these patterns on. You don't get the thrill of this magnificent ceiling that's like, yeah, it's like walking under a fantastic palm grove, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. This kind of drawing is a feat of memory and concentration, of keeping the eye alive, of retaining curiosity. Now, Hockney's returning to East Yorkshire to look again at the landscape of his childhood.
And I worked on the land in East Yorkshire, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Harvesting.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, from school.
Oh, my God, you're the little boy in the corner of the constable.
Yes, I was stooking corn. I was in Yorkshire driving from Bridlington to Wetherby all the time, and I got fascinated. There's no hedges. It's big like the western United States. You can see a long way.
Just goes on forever.
You can see a long, long way. I might be using memory from 10 minutes past, but I'm also using memory from 50 years past. Yeah. You paint it. You pick up big brushes. You paint it. I can now do that with incredible confidence. That,
oh, you should be able to. You were born there, you brought
up
there.
Yeah. But you do it in painting.
Yeah.
You cannot photograph this. Yes. It's not the same. It has to be painted. Fascinating.
Well, there you go, David. You got your work cut out once again.
Yes, I have. I have a big project. I have a big project coming up, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you've always got a big project coming up.
Yeah.
It's called The World, mate.
Yes.